There you go. Try to hit it over the top.
Well, he's gone. Caught and bowled. Confusion. Confused the commentary box totally. There was a pause, and Chaminda Vas has taken a catch, and he was almost swatting. It was like swatting a fly. He's just picked it out of the air, and another Bangladesh wicket comes to an end.
Nobody had a clue what happened. Vas made it so easy. Look at that. Oops. I think he was trying to save his head, and he just grabbed it.
Has he caught that? Has he caught that? Going to his right. There was a bobble or two. Wonderful work from Chris Gale.
Well, it went in and then went out of his hand, I think. Yep, I thought it did. Oh, oh, an acrobat. Well done, lad. Terrific. Yes. Oh, that one. Oh, it's dropped. Spinner that turned from on the pitch, jumped, leapt at the batsman, look, and up it goes. You could have caught it in a bucket. And he took it almost too easily, I think.
Pakistan needed a cameo from him, but this is what happened to his innings. Shakib Ul Hasan, tumbling effort, in the end got a bit of help from Misbah-ul Haq. Hit him on the body and part of helmet, and the ball ballooned up once again in the air. Off Misbah's body, had a bit of luck, but what a big wicket. Shahid Afridi needed a run.
Well, it didn't look like that he hit the thigh pad this time. It was pretty sure that he got the under edge this time, but denied once again by Simon Toffel. Oops, oops. Well, he's rubbing his head. He threw the ball up in the air and came down straight onto his head.
So much happened at that moment when the last delivery, Dilshan.
Well fielded. Now they want Mark Waugh off the ground, and I think my reaction, I've got to say, was that Mark Waugh was out. Lehman has left. Will they call for a replay here?
I agree totally. My initial reaction was that Darren Lehman had gone past Mark Waugh, and Ganguly's quite right to ask, but I guess once the umpires made a decision, Tendulkar, Ganguly, they're all saying, hey, and Mark Waugh's getting involved in the conversation. If I were Mark Waugh, I'd be walking well away from this conversation, because he could only lose. If they call for the third umpire, I would suggest that Mark Waugh is in trouble. Now, the umpires are going to confer whether they can actually call for the replay, Green.
Well, I mean, the object of the exercise here should be to get it right. This is actually a very significant point. It looks as if they're going to ask for it. There's been no signal here. So it may well be that we as a television company will be asked to supply some replays if possible here. Bear in mind that we haven't got any pictures or any cameras exactly square. We've got them in line with the stumps for the runouts. And this is where sometimes it's just a little bit unfair, where we're expected to be the adjudicator here. This could be significant, as David Hooks pointed out. He did say that if Lehman was joined by a new batsman, well, then it could make a bit of a difference. And Mark Waugh, however, is still out there. Now then, did they cross? Now, you've got to get two things. You've got to bear two things in mind here. Where were the batsmen at the time the bails were taken off? So here we go. Waugh says no. Waugh, oh, he does go past him. He does go past him. Well, just looking at that replay, I would say Waugh went past him. This could be interesting. Lehman may have to come all the way back out here. Waugh was at him and said, no, I didn't go past him. So, well, the Indians come into play there and they say, I want a replay. That's the Indian captain. Now, this is from sideways on. This will tell us the story. Here goes Lehmann. The question is, what happens? We see the bails. The bails go off. There's no batsman in play there. There's no doubt someone's out. Well, let's have a look if this angle gives us anything. Your view, David?
Oh, look, Mark Waugh, from the naked eye, he went past. And in this situation, from this angle here, will tell you that Mark Waugh has gone past. Now, whether he thinks it is a two-dimensional picture with a three-dimensional situation, that may be the only thing. But look at the shadow of Lehmann will tell you. The shadow of Lehmann, and Mark Waugh has clearly gone past that shadow. So that's why Mark Waugh, I felt, had to stay out of the argument. Darren Lehmann, very much a team-orientated decision. He's just walked straight off.
Yes, I think that's what he's done. But I think you're looking at the shadows there. Let's just watch the ball come in. This is going backwards. Now we've got to go forwards and just have a look to see exactly where they get to here. Now the ball's coming in. Watch the shadows. They equal there. And do they go on? A little bit further on. The ball's coming in. Mark Waugh now into a position where his legs come together. There's no doubt in my mind that Mark Waugh is the man out there looking at it at that angle. Very close, mind you.
Well, pretty tough for the third umpire to make a definitive. With the angle of parallax law, I guess he had to make that decision, but it looked as though he'd gone past. And, well, Darren Lehmann has done the absolute right thing. He just scooted off the ground. We should mention also that the umpires in the middle didn't make the third umpire signal. Really, did they? They just picked up their walkie-talkies.
Well, I mean, sure, they didn't make the signal, but they did ask the third umpire. There's no doubt about that.